Welcome to Kemi Talk Stories. Kemi Amolololo Lawyer. It's 27th of November 2019. I usually like doing Kemi Talk Stories very early in the morning like this. It's now 7:15 a.m. I looked out the window. Or do it late at night. Today's story is going to be very interesting. I still have the powder on my face. See how fine my face is. A lot of you are asking what am I using to glow. It's not a cream. I don't use creams anymore. I really don't like creams. I used to use a whitening cream. There are many kinds in the stores. If you like creams, you can use that. Um, all I use right now is cocoa butter cream, but it's a soap from Thailand. I actually, let me not say this loud, only because NAVDAC is also watching this video and they're waiting for me. Kemi, we're waiting for you to come and apply for your NAVDAC number. I don't have the millions, okay? Um, the soap is from Thailand, okay? And the ingredients in the soap is secret. As a pharmacist, a lot of us who are pharmacists in America, we compound things. Compound means we're going to make the things ourselves. We make the drugs, we make the cream, and all that. If you guys remember when I went to Agege to get some soap, okay, do you remember that video? The black soap, or do, and we're pounding it with some seeds and some different things inside that soap. Well, this is the result of that. The Thailand soap is a whitening soap, okay? You bathe every day with the whitening soap, you glow, okay? And then you put lotion. So, what I did was I made a compound of the Thai soap and the black soap to give me all the antiseptic things. And here I am, 2 months later. I'm now fully Oyinbo. Okay, I didn't bleach. Bleaching is hydroquinone and steroid creams and all that. This is whitening. You look white. Okay. Um, am I whiter than Bobrisky? Possibly. Oh boy, oh boy. So let's do this Kemi Talk stories. Okay, because I know that's what you want to listen to. Oprah Winfrey. I have a phenomenal life. I've met a lot of people along the way. When you live 30 years in America, 5 in Canada, 2 or 3 in the UK, you visit the UK all your life. Internationally, you meet more people, you tell more stories. Nigerians don't believe me because they're not focused. A lot of you better start believing me. When you see my photos, you'll say they're photoshopped. Then when you're tired of seeing the photos, then you'll say, oh, yeah, you just snapped with a celebrity. No, it's not that way. I didn't just snap. Remember, I became a journalist and I got to really interview some of them. So they heard my interview with Kanye and they heard my interview with Rihanna and all the different people. My interview with Beyonce. I was the only Nigerian that's ever interviewed Beyonce. The now was like, really, really, oh my God. See, you have to believe in people if you support them. Oprah Winfrey. All right, let's start. 3 minutes into the video. Miss Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey, as you know her, is a media mogul, okay? A television news anchor, become a talk show personality, and now the owner of a big media company, Harpo. Now, as you guys know, Harpo used to be in Chicago at a certain spot there where they did the Oprah Winfrey Show every day. But she demolished the whole thing when the show ended. Why, I really don't know till today. Now, Oprah has her own network now, and she made it own. Okay, she owns her own stuff. Oprah Winfrey Network. Owen still has her show and other things going on. She has her magazine, she has a lot of different things. But did you know that I actually was Oprah's intern at one time in my life? I worked with her. I'm sure you're gonna say, "Oh, Cam, you now starting with all the made up stories, lie stories." I don't just put things out. Okay, I have worked with some of the most phenomenal people, met them, and a lot. I'll tell you the story. And I'll even tag it Jay Z. You'll know what Jay Z is in a minute. WJZ Television. Okay? Baltimore, Maryland. In my early days in Baltimore, Maryland, where I spent the bulk of my time um, in America. Baltimore, Maryland. I used to work part time at a TV station. I worked at different TV stations, part-time, intern, whatever. WJZ TV, a TV Hell was one of them. And right around 1984, 83, 84, when I would go, spend time with my friends, family, all that, I work part-time here, blah, blah, blah. Oprah Winfrey was a news anchor at WJZ. And inside that newsroom were a lot of people. I'm trying to think. Um, our news director was Jerry Turner. Okay, Jerry Turner was our news director. We had a lot of people in the newsroom, producers, anchors, and all that. God, I wish they could be watching this. And then there was Richard Scher. Richard Scher was another OAP, or what do you call them, presenters. You know, it was a presenter. Guy had white hair, a really nice dude. Richard Scher, Sher. You can Google him; he'll probably show up on Wikipedia. Richard Scher and Oprah used to read the news together. You know, during those days, Oprah was one lady with a big afro. You know the looks in those days in the 80s and all that. She was fat. And I remember Richard liked Oprah and they wanted to date, and people were like, you know what I mean? The whole thing about the dating, a lot of people in the newsroom were not happy. They knew they had a connection and everything, but they just were not happy. I'm just telling you things you may not know. Okay? Anyone watching from WJZ, it's true. Okay? Because no one really talked to me. I just did my thing. All right. If I call myself Oprah's intern, I've worked around here a lot of times. Um, I've done receptionist downstairs. I've done a lot inside there. I came once in a while. A lot of times when I came to the newsroom was weekends. And weekends, the skeletal staff, meaning that not a lot of people were there on the weekends. Even when I was doing an internship at WBAL Channel 11, I'm trying to remember the whatever's for all these places I worked. After school, I would go to the newsroom, produce news, compile. WBAL is still number one for news talk on the radio and television downstairs. BAL was also on TV Help, but Jay-Z is where I worked. When I say Jay-Z, WJZ TV, it was when I worked with Oprah Winfrey. Oprah was one of our prize news people, and let me tell you this part. I don't like this part. Remember what I said? What you are today does not determine what you are tomorrow. Okay, who was Montha earlier this year? Who was Shore earlier this year? Who was Alain Onyema earlier this year? I can go on and on. Even that guy at Kiri Kiri, the comptroller, who was he just last week? Everybody's locked up somewhere now, well, except Onyema, accused of one thing or the other. People's life situations changes. But I gotta say this. I know you're screaming, can we get to the point? Cherry Turner, our news director, didn't like Oprah Winfrey. Didn't like the fact that she and Richard may have it going on. He called Oprah this. Honest to God, and I heard it. You are so fat and ugly, you'll never amount to nothing. You're so fat and ugly, you'll never amount to anything. Honest to God, Oprah Winfrey cried. I know tears came out of her eyes on that day. And that was when I knew she's going to leave. Oprah Winfrey left WJZ and moved to Chicago. I know you know some of this story, but I just want to tell you my own side of it. She went on to start a talk show called People Are Talking. King World was the producer and, marketed it very well. And Oprah's show, People Are Talking, brought out the real part of her. Wanting to talk to everybody, know everybody's gist, everything. And before you know it, Miss Winfrey, her show was syndicated. We're watching it in every part of the country. And then she changed it to the Oprah Winfrey Show. I don't have to tell you what happened with the Oprah Winfrey Show. The show was just successful. We had all kinds of guests, people, name it. I think she interviewed Michael Jackson, different people. Oprah Winfrey Show is a legacy. You can go read it in Wikipedia because it's gone now. Oprah got engaged to Stedman. They've never been married. I know she's been engaged now, 40, 50 years, but she's still single. And they're still engaged. And that's what engagement means. At the end of the day, what Jerry Turner said is what this video is about. You're so fat and ugly, you'll never amount to anything. Oprah became a billionaire, the richest black woman, too. The media industry. I wanted to carry you around this because I wanted you to learn something. This video wasn't about Oprah Winfrey. I wanted to tell you how I got to know her, what I saw, and how it could lead you in life. People have berated me in Nigeria. People have abused me. People have disrespected me. In 2020, something big is about to happen to me. Only three people know: the person, myself, and God. And a lot of you are going to say, I wish I never said that to Kemi. What you are today doesn't determine what you are tomorrow. May God help us. I'll see you in 2020 when the announcement is made. Thanks for listening. Shout out to Oprah Winfrey. I'm going to tag her. Rest in peace, Jerry Turner. Jerry had cancer and he died a very, very slow death. He was in pain. What he did to Oprah changed the world. Somebody talks down to you like that, a tear comes out of your eyes, you left. When Oprah Winfrey visited Baltimore when she was doing her show and taking it on the road, she never stopped by at that station. It was very sad. The station had to come to cover the event, but she didn't even stop by. Me, if I go to my hometown, I stop by at my school, or I stop by at somewhere I've worked or something. Somewhere that builds your legacy. Remember that.